Yo, what's going on? This is J.O., King of Kings. You're now tuned in to R.O.S.E.L.I.F.E. We about to touch in a little bit of my first upcoming solo project and my mixtape, Something's Killing J.O. I just want to give y'all some background information on, what the whole project actually consists of. A lot of people ask me where I get that name from, and it's not something that I thought was witty or, this would be the best catchphrase, of what's going on. But Something Killing J.O. really reflects off everything that's bothering me, like from everything to the youth, everything that's happening in the streets, from a college student who, struggling right now to maintain a GPA, to the boy who goes to work 9 to 5 every day but still ain't got enough bread, to make his life, prosperous. So when I say something is killing J.O., I'm really talking about me and some of the problems that I go through and also people, in our community. But project's been in the work for now about like 2 years. I had the idea of it back in like 2000 and I want to say 8 when I was rocking out with a group called Protostar ENT. Shout out to all them brothers and sisters, that I banged with. They really inspired me and gave me a lot of the material that I do work with now today and helped me grow as an artist. But the project, the base of it is, I took a bunch of beats that, are already known, famous from the artists who made them, and I put my own little twist on them to make them, the way I thought the track should sound. It's not saying that I'm better than the person who originally did the track, but it is saying that I'm better than them, so that's why I'm putting it out. It do give me a little slight edge, because I'm taking that big leap of going out on these records that, people have already branded at high marks, but put my own twist on them. I feel that'll give a way for, people to really listen to them words, because I got a track on there, what's that joint though? What's that, Mary J. Blige? I got a Mary J. Blige joint that I redid, the Take Me As I Am track. Now, a lot of dudes, probably really wouldn't listen to Take Me As I Am by Mary J. Blige. So by me doing it my own way, when they hear me on that track, they're going to say, yo, that beat's type calm, who's on that? And then when they hear that, it's originally a Mary J. Blige record, I hope to gain a little bit more respect from doing what I do with it. But the song's actually called I'm Just Reflecting, and it touches on, like, a lot of the shit that we see in the neighborhood, I grew up without a dad, single mother, oldest of 3 boys, that's the same thing as a lot of these kids out here. A lot of them is not growing up with dads in their household, and we try and really affect changing that. So it can turn into a positive thing, but I'm just really hoping that people listen to what I'm saying. You dig what I mean? So. Without fear, some to think with their minds closed. The body is a house, then I'm guessing they blinds closed. I'm from a time where real niggas is role models, and every girl with a camera phone is a top model. She said you shouldn't throw stones in a glass house. Well, shorty, how can I respect you with your ass out? She tried love from the heart, but they ain't work out. And every time he mentions sin, they bring the church out. Damn, cause ain't no love in my city now, where they proud to pick up guns and kill each other now. Where they think the money is the blessing, worrying about the messenger, but did you get my message? So I'm just reflecting. Full of sense, some think with their minds closed. If the body is the house, then I'm guessing they blinds closed. I'm from a time where real niggas is role models, and every girl with a camera phone is a top model. She said I shouldn't throw stones in the glass house. Alright, cool. I think that was cool.
I was a child. I speak as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away all childish things.
But let me get serious though. In a world full of sin, some think with their minds closed. The house is the body, so I'm guessing the blinds closed. I'm from a time where real niggas is role models, and every girl with a camera phone is a top model. She said I shouldn't throw stuff. Give a little information about myself. My full government name is Jonathan Williams. I don't hide that from nobody, but I go by J.O. 27. Wasn't born here, but I was raised in Harrisburg my whole life, primarily in the 3rd, right there off of Summer Street. You know what I mean? I spent all my, you know what I mean, double-digit years uptown, off Penn Street, Logan, Susquehanna, you know what I mean, anywhere. I use a lot of my personal life or what I've been through because it gives that edge and it gives me that reality that, you know what I mean, that I yearn for, not just in my music, but from everybody. Now, I don't throw it too personal to the point where I don't want niggas to start crying when they start listening to a record, but I put that in there because it reminds me every day that outside of being an artist, you don't have to create this brand or this alter ego, you know what I'm saying, to make it further in this, you know what I mean, industry. You can keep it, you know what I mean, totally honest with yourself and keep moving. You know, I was raised without my pops. He was in and out of my life for about, honestly, I don't even remember him, just to be cool, but, you know, me and my pop got a relationship now. We all right. We talk about every week. You know what I'm saying? He's actually a good dude, you know what I mean? I've got to know him, but it took until after, you know what I'm saying, like me going through grade school, me playing football, me doing everything in this city, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took me till I became a man for us to really get that, you know what I mean, excuse me, that personal relationship, you know what I mean, round and about. So I use that to my advantage with telling the youth that, you know what I mean, even though your pop wasn't in your life, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can really do about that. You dig what I'm saying? So you can't use that as a crutch no more. Like, we really got to get over that as people. But at the same time, if you didn't have your father in your life, you know what I mean? If you out here having these babies, man, be a father to them. Talk about some early years. I said I was raised out there in the 3rd on 128 Summer Street, man. Them years go crazy back. I went to Lincoln Elementary. It's a lot of people that I know in the hood still today. You know what I mean? Up until right now, fam, you know what I mean? The memories go way back. I actually grew up in my grandmother's house. It was tight crazy. And I really never talked about this on camera too much because, you know what I'm saying, the memory that I have of that place, you know what I'm saying, it still sits fresh. My grandmother passed back in 2010, which was really one of the hardest years of my life. Like, a lot of stuff, you know what I mean, went sour for me, you know what I mean? But a lot of people wouldn't notice because of the way I carried myself. But 2010 was a hard year for me, like, for real. Like, my back was against the wall. There was times I thought, like, man, hit these streets and just do dumb shit. But then, you know what I mean, my own intellect kicked in and, you know what I mean, prevented me from doing some of that stuff. But, yeah, we grew up on 128 North Summer Street, my grandmother's house. I can remember living there until I was about, like, maybe 6, 7. And then we moved right across the street from my grandmother's house and our own house with my mom and my little brother's father. And then my uncle actually lived next door to my grandma, so it was just a big family triangle. So, you know, I mean, it was some good times. I did a whole bunch of crazy stuff. There's a park that sits right out there off of the bridge. You can actually see downtown, the city skyline from it, though. And I did some crazy shit up in that park. That was the first time. That's the first place I actually think I broke my arm. Played football. I tore my knee up. Had to get stitches all down the right side of my knee. I mean, it was some good times up there. But when I was like maybe 12 or 13, we had moved uptown on the 2100 block of Penn Street. And that's where I really think I got my edge in life. Because this shit wasn't easy. A lot of people look at me now, you know, I'm 6 foot, 237, and they be like, yo, you a big ass nigga. And I be like, yeah, that's cool, but I wasn't always this size. And like, don't let any sucker ass boy tell you that, you know what I mean, they never went through no type of problems with somebody out here, because I did. I got picked on a lot, I got bullied a lot, but I don't know what it is about the day, man, but I changed all that with these hands. So, yeah, I mean, I came from an era where if you run, you can only run for so long. But if you stand your ground, you know what I mean, people gonna respect you for it. And I never took an L fighting. One-on-one, never took an L. Never took an L. I've been jumped, kicked, beat. Niggas been shooting at me, all type of crazy shit, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, because it made me who the man I am today. But I don't revert back to that, you know what I'm saying, that lifestyle that made me, that I even wasn't living, you know what I'm saying? Maybe people who was, you know what I mean, against me. But a lot of experiences that I've gone through, you know what I mean, it's got me a lot of respect out here. And like I said, man, I'm not no thug, I ain't no gangster, man. I'm just being man. Give a little history about how I actually started getting into music. I didn't start rapping like most niggas. They'll hit you with this. Yo, I've been doing this for 10 years, 15 years, you know what I mean? But then I switched and did it professional. Like, I didn't get into rap like that. I had 3 older stepbrothers who was, they was rappers and singers. Like, they could do both. And them niggas was type dope with it. They was all from Jersey. They was from Newark, you know what I mean? And they really gave me a lot of the insight. A lot of the early records I first heard coming up as a young buck, you know what I mean? I really got put, like, on game, like, through them. Like, all the Tupac, anything with Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Most of everything, like, they put me on it. So that's where I get a lot of my music stuff. But I didn't start rapping until I was about maybe 14 or 15. And I started rapping with this cat from around my way. He was actually a couple blocks down from me on Penn Street when I came into high school. And I started off, like, I didn't really know what rap really was, to be honest with you. I just thought, you know what I mean, rhyming and doing all that. I didn't know it was a actual art form. Like, you know what I mean? There was no studio. There was no us thinking about recording tracks. It was just, yo, get an instrumental off LimeWire real quick. You know what I mean? And just rap to it. And crazy as it sounds, though, a lot of people don't notice. Like, it's an artist around here in the Burgh who actually took me under their wing when I was young. And his name was Eskimo Jones. He probably don't even remember. Every time he see me, he be like, "What up, little cuz?" And I'll be looking at him like, "Yo, nigga, you don't even know, do you?" And he be like, "Yeah, man, I ain't forget." Like, I was a youngin', man. I was wild, like 16, in this nigga's basement at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just rapping, like. And this nigga sitting behind me high as shit, talking about, "Yo, I'm put you in these streets, man, get on some of these young boys." That's a lot of shit that people don't know. You know what I mean? But I never took rap serious. Like, I really never did. Until one day, my man A-Rock came to my crib, and my grandfather had just bought us a PC, so I was using it to, you know what I mean, make a couple, download some instrumentals. He was like, "Yo, you got a sound recorder joint on that?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What you want to do?" I had a microphone, man. This is how gritty it was. I had a microphone we used to put inside of a cup, and that there wasn't no, like, a styrofoam cup, and sit it on top of the computer. And we had put the speakers close as shit to the microphone. And that's how we recorded ourselves. And we thought we was the nicest niggas in this city, man. I promise you, like, you couldn't tell us nothing. And I actually found a lot of them old records. I'm not playing them shits. I actually think about deleting them joints. But you know what I mean? I'm going to keep some of them, though, because it was a real reflection of how I was when I was a buck. But, man, the audio was shitty. Like, if you played that today, man, somebody look at you type crazy, like, "Yo, y'all niggas need to get right," like, on some real. But it was a fun experience, though. But I used to battle, like, in high school. A lot of people didn't know I rapped, though, to be honest with you, because, like, the way I carried myself, my character wasn't out there with that. A lot of these rapping ass niggas now, man, like, "Yo, you know I rap, let me spit something," and really don't be talking about shit. Like, I can accept that from a 15, 14, 16-year-old. You know what I mean? They don't know no better. But when you got a vocabulary, like, I expect you to do more with a microphone than what a lot of you niggas be doing. But this right here is my man, AC the Mayor. You know what I mean? He don't talk too much. He don't got to. But
my mixing does the talking.
Yeah. I knew him actually since we was bucks, man. We actually played football together.
Harrisburg Packers.
Yeah, man. That green and yellow. If it ain't that, man, I don't care what you talking about, man. I got a little cousin who played for the Broncos, man. I hate that shit. Because you're the East Shore Royals. I hate that shit.
Like, we don't play that shit,
man. We don't. But it's all love, man.
It's all love, Harrisburg Broncos, man. Salute.
But we go way back, man. Actually, our parents knew each other before we really did. You know what I mean? And we played football together. It's crazy because I was looking through a lot of my old football pics, and I seen this nigga, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I really ain't put 2 and 2 together. But you know what I mean, we really didn't remain close through our earlier years. You know what I mean? Not even through high school, but we had, like, the same friends, to be honest with you. And I don't even know how we didn't even really cross paths. But the first time I got back in contact with A is when I was in the Marines and shit.
Came home for Christmas.
Yeah, I had came
08.
home.
About to be 08.
Actually, it was before then.
It was 07.
Because I actually ran into him up in Lincoln.
Oh, yeah. Freshman year.
Yeah, he remembered me and shit. He was like, "Yo, what's good?" And I looked at him like I didn't know who this nigga was, man. And I was like, he's like, "Nah, I'm from Harrisburg and shit, Anwar." And I was looking at him like, "Yo, But right now, like, my memory ain't good. But he still showed me mad love and shit. We chopped it up real quick. I was messing with a bimbo at the time, so I'm not even gonna shit on him.
Don't do that, man. Not yet.
I was in a fucked up place. That's what I really mean, so. But it was all love. Niggas showed me mad love. But I had came home after I got out of the service and shit, during like 4.5 years. And I came home, and we all linked back up. And just so happened one day we was in my well. I can't remember how this conversation was going, but we was all in my well. And I think he played me some shit from, might have been Daddy-O or Clout. I can't remember. Yeah, he was playing me something. I looked over at him. I was like, "Oh, cuz, you ain't know I spit." He looked back at me like, "Man, stop bullshit. You don't. Everybody rap." And I was like, "Nah, for real. Like, I'm really nice at what I do." Like, so he was like, "You know, I got a stew." And like from there, it was just like, you mentioned music to this man, you can't get him to shut the fuck up. Like, I didn't even know it was that serious. He was like, "Yo, listen." He broke out the footage, the archives. Like, yo, I've been doing this shit since like way beyond, fam. Like, I recorded Daddy-O's first joint, and he started letting me hear these joints.
Shout out More Magic. Brandon got beats.
Yeah, shout out that Home Run Derby team, man. Them boys.
Home Run Derby.
Listen, man. Brandon Lee, More Magic, man. I respect them niggas, man. And I've only been around them a handful of times, man. But them is some of the nicest niggas. Underground, mainstream, whatever you want to say, man. I've been in a, you know what I mean, presence when them niggas is working, man. And they good, man. And them is good dudes, too, man. That's what I respect overall. But, Cuz showed me, like, I knew nothing about it, like, you know what I mean, too much. Because I had only recorded professionally one project. And that was Protostar introduces the Sick Tape. We came out with a mixtape, but we named it the Sick Tape. And it was like 5 of us on it. It was pretty dope, actually. I still banged that. I banged that CD a lot, actually, and shit. But I had really never knew about the full, how can I say, like, the science of music. Like, I still didn't know. All I knew was just on some rapper part. I ain't know nothing about no engineering, no mixing, no none of that. So he really broke it down, and he showed me, like, yo, listen, man, like, you really can have, like, you know what I mean, you really gotta have a science to all this shit. And you know what I mean, I never knew what what's the board you got in there, the interface, the inbox. Like, I had never previously recorded on Pro Tools but one time, and that was over an 8-hour session. So, you know what I mean, he gave me the game, you know what I mean, on how to do it, and it started perfecting me. But he started banging with me. He was like, "Yo, my nigga, you nice." And he had gave me this, he probably ain't gonna want me to tell the story on camera, man. I'm gonna tell it anyway, because this nigga really be holding back. But one day and shit, I was at the crib, he hit me like, "Yo, Jay, check your email, man." He said, "Check your email, man. I got something in there. I just sent you and shit, some of my old shit." And he played this beat, man, and I will never forget it, like, to the day I die. Like, I'm not gonna name the beat and shit, because right now it's a little controversy with this beat. You know what I mean? But this shit was hard, man. Like,
and that's when I still got it.
That's when I knew that the nigga was serious, man. I was like, yo, this nigga A's nice on these sticks, man. Like, I tried to, like, I was trying to blackball my own mans. Like, yo, let me get that beat, man. Like, tell the ball who got it, man. We can knuckle. And I know this nigga personally. Like, I want that beat, man. That shit's all right. But, you know what I mean? That's how we really kicked off, man. And ever since then, man, this nigga's been right here on my right side, man. Actually helping me become a better man outside of all this music shit and everything.
King of Kings, man. You heard it, man. King of Kings. So I surround myself with, man.
And to be honest with you, man, I ain't give myself that name, man. These bras was calling me a king. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you outside of it. I was getting called a king my whole life, man. So, and I ain't never had the $180 Bo Jacksons, man. I wasn't no pretty nigga. None of that, man. I don't even like looking pretty. I really don't. I think a man should be able to just like a man. I ain't with all that other shit, so. But this is my man right here, 100 grand, man. I respect this nigga, man.
Levels ready ENT, man.
Hey, listen, man. We ain't really used to this camera shit. I mean, I am, but to be honest with you, man, we good dudes, man. We come from this city, and this is what all we about, man. We about making great music, impacting the lives of these kids, man. So, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing much more than that, man. I feel like this can take me somewhere, and I really believe that. So. Hey man, hey, see the mirror, man, that's the kid, man. Don't nobody tell you nothing different.
She sure up with them new shoes and new bags. Now tears, the definition of a bad bitch. A hood chick, but her shirt say bad bitch. Mean bitch. Ghetto niggas. Ghetto niggas. Now tears, the definition of a bad bitch. Hood chick, but her shirt say bad bitch. Cause niggas act like we ain't the hood. Remember Tia, that's R.O.S.E. She ain't combine her face like her older sister, her ass fat as her mama. You think you ballin', she gon' suck that dick with no money, you don't fuck that bitch. She kick flip a brick and R.O.S.E.L.I.F.E. Married to the game, through a pussy as a bouquet. A young son who's growing up, the dad's out. Can't learn how to love when mama's ass loves. He seen it all, so he wonder how it's gonna be. In vogue said it all, so we gon' see. The heart hurts, so the loud take the pain away. He raised his hands and reminded her of the stripper days. She go to God, but the books in her cold world, that's a hook right there. Ghetto. They're gonna run up, so she had to hide her secrets. She was 17, she ain't wanna keep it. Tweeds and all, man. The heart hurts, so the loud take the pain away.
Yeah, I got another track too called Up Down that I actually did over the Shine beat, which is pretty dope. Just to touch on that track, I addressed a lot of shit going on in Harrisburg. A lot of niggas is not gonna like it, but you can look at my face and honestly tell I really don't care. But on this record, you know what I mean, I exposed a lot of the, you know what I mean, the shit that's going on with, you know what I mean, my age group, maybe older and younger, you know what I mean, because a lot of niggas walk around here, you know what I mean, with this small mentality of the material shit that I got, you know what I mean, makes me who I am. And what people, you know what I mean, forget is that at the end of the day, we all men first or we all women first. And a lot of people don't, I don't know where it came from, I don't know where it started, but I'm on some destroy and prevail shit, that's what it's saying in the song. But I'm trying to bring everybody back to that mentality that, yo, we all human beings and we men and women first before anything. Because a lot of niggas walk around here thinking these Gucci belts are saving from an ass whooping. And that can't be the, you know what I mean, the furthest for the truth. Or we hide behind these labels that we give each other thinking that's gonna save me, or, you know what I mean, give me some light. And don't get me wrong, yeah, it's probably saving you out here, it's probably giving you some clout out here in the streets, but the world's much bigger than HBG. Even though we all love it, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, we try and take what this city is about and give it to the world. And it's a lot of people holding that back. Now, I don't sit back and, you know what I mean, constantly think about it, but it's a problem because we got too much talent in this city for everybody to be on this bickering type mode. And it's really not getting us nowhere. So when that joint drop on the mixtape, I know a couple people gonna hear it. I'm hoping people get offended. Like, I really hope they do. So if you think I'm talking about you, I'm talking about you. If I ain't talking about you, I'm still talking about you. I'm talking about myself. At the end of the day, I can't do nothing but keep it real. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a man's man, fam. Like, I'm no thug, no gangster, none of that. Like, I wasn't raised that that's how you move. You know what I mean? For all the boys talking about, you know what I mean, G's moving silence, man, that's a lot of talking going on. The only reason why you getting this much out of me, man, is because this is required right now. You know what I'm saying? To give y'all some insight of what, you know what I mean, how my mind focuses and how I really think. But that track's going to stir up a lot of stuff, and that's what I'm hoping to do because, you know what I mean, it's needed right now in this hip-hop scene in Harrisburg. We need a little bit of stirring up, ruffle some feathers because, you know what I mean, we all can't be one way. Like, I'm sorry, man, I ain't putting on the skinny jeans, man. It's not happening. I just can't do it, so I address a little bit of all that in that song, so I hope y'all enjoy it.
Hold the pass, bro, man. It's about to get real. It's about to get real.
AC the Mayor, 717 HBG was steady, man. I told you, I only fuck with niggas I believe in, man. So you're never gonna surprise me with anything you do. Trust me. Get that on camera.
All that rah-rah shit, you ain't the biggest nigga. All the bodies you pop don't make you the realest nigga. How you brag about where you live? Got cash but don't carry your kids? That shit's fucked up. Some nigga got you young and pitching the brick while you lay around shooting the shit. That shit's fucked up. Y'all respect niggas cause of they bleed instead of respecting niggas cause of they deeds. But who am I to judge your book when the title of your shit say shut? That's the bad bitch at the top of your list. But we all know who your baby mother is. And my life goes up, down. And my life goes round and round. I take a look up and what do I see? This whole world's going fucking crazy. I know after this track a lot of respect is gonna be lost for me. Fuck it though. We destroy and we rebel, nigga. This life goes round and round. I take a look up. What do I see? The whole world. And it goes down. This life goes round and round. I take a look up. This first verse is for them say-so niggas. Thou shalt not fuck with J.O. nigga. You want your cake so you can eat it too. I know what you're thinking. Who the fuck is me? Well, who the fuck is you? All that rah-rah shit, you ain't the biggest nigga. All the bodies you pop don't make you the realest nigga. How you brag about where you live? Got cash but don't take care of your kids? Shit's fucked up. Some nigga got you young and pitching the brick while you lay around shooting the shit? Shit's fucked up. Y'all respect niggas cause of they green instead of respecting niggas cause of they deeds. I ain't mad though, but who am I to try to judge your book when the title of your shit say shook? That bad bitch is at the top of your list, but we all know who your baby mother is. These dick kids just stuck in they. It ain't an A, so these niggas claim B's. No child left behind, so they graduate C's. He thinks she want the D when she pop a little E. Why would I give a F when these niggas ain't G? Nuts in your hand, fuck happened in Japan. Tired of being impatient, look what happened in Haiti. And while you riding around smoking on Keisha, these fuckers is killing your people. That's a little bar out of this excerpt I did, No Church in a While with my man Thelonious. And what that means is, you know what I mean, you take a look around in the nation today, man. You got cities like Chicago, LA, everywhere, New York City. You know what I mean? You got these kids trying to replicate what they see on TV. And the politics in this, you know what I mean, in our country is telling us that these young boys is good. Oh, we educating them, no child left behind. Instead, when you really look at it, like, these kids ain't striving to really want to be scientists and, you know what I mean, teachers or role models in the cities that they live in. These niggas want to be Crips. These niggas want to be Bloods, GDs, Vice Lords. You know what I mean? And I don't knock that shit, but when you a grown-ass man and you teaching that to a child, like, I got a fucking problem with you, and I really don't care who don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So, in that bar, it explains, you know what I mean, everything with it. You know what I mean? Everybody today so worried about getting fucking high that, you know what I mean, they really forget the essence of, yo, them problems, they come back again after that high go down. So that's what I mean when I say, you know, why you riding around smoking on Keisha, these fuckers is killing your people. Like, right now, it's probably a nigga in that building over there smoking his head off. You know what I'm saying? But 30 days ago, he was Trayvon Martin'd out. But, you know what I'm saying? And now today's day, man, we forget about it. And it goes to show you how in this world, man, it's real easy to forget where you come from and forget the fucking struggle. Hey, I just want to thank y'all for being interested and really paying attention to what I'm doing out here. Thank you for watching this video, you know, brought to you by R.O.S.E L.I.F.E. I want to give a shout out to Levels Ready ENT, WeGrowRoses.org. You know what I'm saying? That's all we about right now in this city. But everybody out there who support my music, man, please keep doing it because y'all inspire me every day to keep making the, you know what I mean, the type of music that y'all want to hear. Even if you don't like my shit, man, just give it a chance. If you don't, hey, man, I'm cool with you saying, yo, I really don't bang with him. He don't rock, but King of Kings, man. Peace, love.